The disaster that took place in Chernobyl in April 26 of 1986 could have been prevented. That day, the central unit of Chernobyl in Moscow was running some tests, checking how much time it will take after they turn it off and stop giving energy. But the fourth reactor exploded because of the tests they were making trying to improve the reactor security. And then all of the other reactors exploded. 2. This could have been prevented if the people running the central cabins of the nuclear reactor would have used the correct procedure when it first started happening. It is estimated that the radioactive material emitted was 200 times superior than the bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. A level 2080 Roentgens was captured by the military. This means a human would not last more than 50 minutes. It was very difficult to stop the radiation spread. I think that at least a little bit of radioactive waves reached Mexico because of the magnitude of the explosion. More than 200,000 kilometers of Europe were affected because of Chernobyl's explosion. There were damage on the urban areas. The radioactive deposits were left on parks and streets, then cleaned, and some of it arrived to the sewages and contaminated them. There were also effects on the agriculture and the animals depending on the levels of exposure. They reacted differently. They were contaminated because of the air, soil, and water. Even the milk that was produced in Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia had radioactive materials in it. The forests were contaminated too. The products that came from the forest are one of the most contaminated ones. Water bodies such as rivers and lakes were also damaged, but it rapidly decreased because of the soil that surrounds the rivers and lakes absorbed the radioactive materials. The effects nuclear weapon would have on the world would be much more greater if an accidental explosion made a lot of people die directly and even more indirectly because of the radiation they were exposed to. Imagine a weapon made to do that, a weapon made to destroy and kill all forms of lives. Humans and animals, plants, and almost everything would disintegrate or destroy it in a radius of 3 kilometers from the place of impact. An estimated 50% of the people would die from radiation in a radius of 8 kilometers, and a lot of fire would be destroying them. If a, if a bomb if a bomb like the one designed by the USSR, the Tsar bomba, that would have 100 megatons, hit Washington D.C., it would have an estimated 2,552,240 casualties and 2,944,690 injuries. This would obviously affect the environment and all the living things in it. In my opinion, it is very silly to use nuclear weapons because by sending one, you are almost certain that in your country and your people would be affected in some way, and probably if you send a bomb to a country, the country would send another one back at your country. There are a lot of ways to solve problems without the need of nuclear bombs. A solution to this problem would be if organizations such as the UN prohibited the use and even the possession of these types of weapons. It was a very fun experience doing this project with people in other campus that we didn't know, and with the use of technology and social media, we were able to make this project in a very creative and useful way. And although we could not see us physically, we could interact and manage to make this project by the internet. What I like the most about this project is that we were able to meet new people and interact with them, helping each other create this.